right? So we're all trying to make that roll. So what star are you? We got some accessories here. Now, these aren't needed. All you need is God, ultimately. Right? The more accessories you use at the end, when you're fighting real demons, you need to be naked. Okay? So the stage it's hard to face. If you got to go through all this repenting, learning, dabbling, and then, you have your big atonement. Okay, and you're still learning. Okay, don't ever get the tradition rituals. That's again over and over, like beating something, wishing death, wishing your own death. It's about paving a beautiful road. Because think about Jesus, okay? Jesus tried to pave a road to Rome. Okay, he tried to make a rainbow road. Many have tried to make a rainbow road. But the problem always ends up not including, I don't know. Like, we need to figure it out. But we need to make Jesus happy because we fucking watched him die. The Queen of the North watched him die. Oh. And when somebody's heartbroken, they can't forgive. They can't forgive and forget. Never forgive. Or sorry, the fields. It's like, I can't forgive. What are you doing? We were all in a role. We all had a role in a family and we were liking our roles. We were having fun. And then something went wrong. And we all experienced, in a way, that wrong. It's in us, in our blood, in our ancestors, right? Don't get obsessed, because it can get dark. But we all come from the same in the end, God. What happened to you? What is your known life? That's why you do an SOS. Help. I'm knowing. I'm us. I'm just us. Us, right? We all wanted to take roles. And we're being mean about it. And when I think of the stage in school, I didn't get a chance. I felt like I didn't get a chance. I was eaten alive. I was eaten alive. And I'm a shy person, so it hurts. It hurts. What if you got your time to shine and then somebody did that to you? See, I'm coping with food. Somebody was having a meltdown. They had to put ice. They liked ice. They had to have some icebergs. We're making a Titanic. I like a Titanic. And I recognize that story. Here I come, right? I'm the god. I made this big mess. I made this big mess. It's hilarious. In the end, okay? Because nobody's actually dead. That's scaring us. Because that's all Jesus sees. That's Jesus' perspective deep down. The real Jesus. Okay? Not the character you're building and immersing as. Actual Jesus, because we don't know what Jesus really said. None of us were there. Jesus didn't journal. I don't think. Not like we do. He just lived in the moment. It was just a moment. Right? A Mandela. He didn't care if people remembered him. He just wanted to have fun. And when I think about this Black Mirror stuff, that's the point. You have a beautiful life. Just living in the moment. And we all have that moment. And we get jealous of others when we see them out there and they're having a moment. But Jesus was trying to be the perfect son to Father. He wanted to actually try to be the perfect son. So when he got those whatever commandments, it doesn't matter. Okay, don't worry about all the numbers. When he got the rules from Daddy, he was like, okay, Dad, you want me to be a man. You want me to be strong. You want me to believe in magic. You want me to bend people's reality to make them happy. Them happy first. So he tried. And he had that scary nightmare sent to that girl in the dreams, right? The premonition. That's like me. I'm like the queen that got a horrible premonition. I woke up and I'm like, oh. That's what happens if somebody hurts him. God gets mad. Our parents get mad. And they're like, what the heck? What did you do to your brother? You were trying to become a brother and sister to that person. To learn from them. You invented all these rules. Loopholes, all these things. The rules are just simple. Waiting for my sister still. Right? Very simple. He went in with the very simple rules. Before John, very simple rules came to him. He was special and got a little special rule book. God was like, I'm going to help you out. Just follow these rules. Follow these rules, sweetie. Okay, Jesus? And this Jesus was like, yeah, I'll try really hard. I want to make you proud. I want to make you proud. Father, whoever. That doesn't matter, right? Immerse. Father and mother. Gender neutral. Immerse. That's father here because that's who he was trying to really look up to. Because he was a man. So he wanted to look up to the father side of God. Because father side is not going to let you meet mother side, the love side, till you pass his tests. Father's mean. Can be very mean. Fucking haunt you. Men will know what it's like to be really haunted. They just don't talk about it because it fucks them up. The PTS just really fucks them up. But they need to start getting in circles, going to AA, finding a community, go to churches, doesn't matter, take it over. SOS. Draw out your own little SOS squiggle, just like mine, but with your own hand. Stick it in the window. It's meaningless to some people. To others, they're going to be like, huh, what's that? SOS. I know what SOS means, but what does it truly mean? Stranded at sea, but it can also mean stories of stories. Sea outward seas. Right? Everything, like you can put it with so many words. Alright. Beautitudes. Seeing the multitudes, he went up into the mountain, and when he was set, his disciples came upon him, and he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. And see, it's okay if you witness a death, right? God is supposed to be the only one. God is the only one. And we should be making death funny instead, because we learn a lesson. Oh, Bob got his head sliced clean off. Well, that's what happens when you work with that tool and you don't listen, right? Yeah, God gave us the rules. God gave us the rules for that tool, and he wasn't paying attention, and he used that tool wrong. He didn't follow the instructions. There's instructions and manuals and schools. He could have signed up for free, you know, what I mean, earned a spot to go and learn, and instead, yeah, he fucking learned his lesson. And you can be sad Bob learned his lesson. Okay? They'll be back. They went to the back rooms. They lost the game. Okay? You just need to leave them. Don't touch. Don't be scared of death and leaving it alone. Leave the mess. Leave the crime scene. Go home. Go home and mourn. No cleanup. No cleanup. No touch. You leave that to professionals. Professionals will come. You say, there was a death. 911, there was a death. And then the real professionals will show up. Right? The priest or something. Something that will help be like doing whatever they do, okay? Leave that to professionals. 911, we have one that crashed out. Someone didn't follow the rules. Right? You make your report. You make your report. You don't touch. If someone is dying, you don't start touching them. They didn't give consent. They didn't give consent to be touched. That's what Jesus said. The original Jesus said, don't touch the dead. You leave them. There's something bad. And they might need to burn that building down. Okay, leave it to the professionals. They'll know. They'll go in and they'll have conversations with the corpse. They'll assess the crime scene. You get, whatever staging you want to do. Like the Roman police, they're fucking bust in. The military will come check it out too. Okay, we got to check. What kind of death was this? Oh, yeah, okay. What kind of mental state were they in? Can we get some paranormals in here? We need to get them with all the tools and signs that they can possibly, use. Okay, so we're going to get some dice. We got a crime scene here. We got a crime scene. Somebody oopsied. Somebody didn't follow the rules. We need to find out the truth. Try to help them. They're in the back rooms. Fucking back rooms. It's quarantined. This whole building. It's quarantined. This is fucking big deal. Okay? 911. 911. Clear the building. Everybody's off work now. Go home jobs. Go home jobs. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Great job. Great job. Yep. Wonderful job. Okay. Clean it up. Staging is done. Go find something else to do. Maybe go try being a singer. Yeah, you try being a singer. Yeah, I hear the studio down there, they got some room now. They got some time. They can help you learn. Go do that. Okay, we're going to deal with this building, okay? And whatever happens, happens, all right? If you have something you got to leave in here, something to say goodbye, take a moment. But we're packing up the building. You know what I mean? And you have support. We all support each other, okay? When you call 911, you're calling whatever your emergency number is. We just need to all have the same one. 911 is a good number, okay? That was a big one. We lost a big one with 911, okay? And we lost it for a reason. It was a big one that we had to learn something about, okay? It had a lot to do with money. People were generating a lot of signs and money. And if somebody with numbers went through all those numbers that were filtering through right up when they got hit, every hit, okay? And they check all the numbers, the bank accounts or something that was running through there, the numbers. We can find out how. We can find out all of these. There's the answers right there. God gave us a hint, gave us a story. It's very complex, and you need lots of people to work on that crime scene. Okay, somebody with numbers is the only one who can do this. How? How did this happen? 9/11. Somebody needs to release the bank account statements or something. There's numbers. Something, numbers. The pictures. Go look at pictures around that time. Go look at the videos. Okay? It was a spell. A spell was cast. Okay? And God struck it down and left a hint. The death of those towers. A death of something living. Boaz and Jashin. They died. Those towers died. And when they died, many died. Okay? They were the fall of titans. Those were living creatures that we built and we lived in. Right? The birthing place. There was a birthing place, just like that map. Right? Birthed and then lungs. We breathed inside. The houses are alive. And when you build those for God, so they better be fucking beautiful. So when you're inside, you breathe nothing but God, inside and out. Okay? Anybody doing bingo? Oh, this one flipped to 2. 6 or 4. Like, what do you see, number guys? I don't know. How did Jesus start? Because we need to all walk the same route now, just like Jesus. And I'm trying to figure out, it's a puzzle. It's hard. Full body. Okay, so we just walk out. So I'm supposed to come out my door. Oh, it is a nice day. I guess I could just go down to the park. Remember not to be impulsive too. Okay? That could be not good. It mentions impulsiveness somewhere in here. There's lots of stories about being impulsive, making impulsive decisions. It's not in here. In the first these are like this. These are the rules, and then all the mistakes. All the mistakes are these. Oops, you get the point. These are all the mistakes. Then, he sitteth alone and keepeth silence, because he has borne it unto him. See? He putteth his mouth in the dust, if so there may be hope. He putteth his mouth in the dust. See, those are puzzles, and they got numbers, 28, 29. Oh, I'm feeling hungry, but we're not going to feed that demon. He sitteth alone and keepeth silent. He has borne it. So, like, when you're starting your Jesus journey, if you decide to open this up and you're ready for your test, This is an advanced book, okay? There's layers and layers, and it is scary, and it is a spell. But it's not a death note. Don't let it turn into a death note. Misa's trying to make it right. Because that's how she interpreted it. She thought it was a death note. In a way, she manifested death for Jesus. And that's what I'm trying to correct, okay? What are you trying to correct in here? We're all in here. Somebody manifests death for everything. Their own death or somebody else's death. We were not very nice. We're in Revelations now, fucking getting rocked. Are we done getting rocked? Timothy? Timmy? Whatever it is backwards, you could put it upside down, whatever. Take the one. Monty? Mothy? You're out there. Minty? Minnie? It's all of us. Right? Jesus was all of us. And Jesus has a name that I don't think that we deserve to know. Because we did him dirty. We did him fucking dirty. And it started with me planting a bad seed because I was trying to learn. And I was a woman back then. And all the women will relate. They'll relate very much to this. Maybe. I hope. I'm not the only one that can relate in some way of opening this book and misinterpreting everything. Jesus loved Mary as an equal. He invented marriage just so he could elevate her status because she was unknown. And Jesus was trying to be us. And he was like, this is fucked up. You're not going to let her in there to read or learn to write because she's a woman. Went to the gates. You know, gates that you built. This is why we got to reverse all this. We got to prove to Jesus. And I'm trying to make you prove to you that we can do this because we all did Jesus dirty. Jesus isn't coming. He's hiding. He's fucking upset, man. You hurt him. We all hurt him. We loved and we hurt a Jesus in our life. One or women, doesn't matter. We hurt one. The same relating stories. You can weave your own story and you find out that you did some of this. You were dark. You didn't mean to be. That's because we're not teaching properly. We went downhill and started with hurting him. The ultimate hurt. We broke rules. We murdered people that were not meant to be murdered. Like let people out of prison. Minister them properly. Scare the shit out of them. Make it fucking haunted in there. Make them see fucking God. Don't deceive. It's a stage. Right? After you say you're pranked. You got pranked. Here's the Bible now. You got pranked. It was all staged. Are you ready to learn about real God? And their son that we fucked over. Sons and daughters. Okay? We all fucked each other over. We just need to start realizing that. We need to fix ourselves to prove to this unknown spirit that I love. But I'm numb and I don't see love either. Because he won't love me till I make you all love him. Prove to him that you can build beautiful things, not things of war. Because he is the dragon with the biggest horde. We're just baby dragons. And he loves baby dragons, and he was trying to teach us. And he had the blueprint, but nobody listened. Just like when I tried to say something, nobody listened. It was the wrong message. Nobody listened, nobody listened, nobody listened. Ugh. I want my lover back. The one that was true. And I fucked up. There's multitudes of timelines I can think of that I could have fucked up. We're all guilty. But we can make this fun. And all I see is Lucifer stabbing and being not nice. Because he doesn't know what love is anymore. He doesn't see any color, so he's just wants nothing. He wants numbness. He doesn't want any beauty. He doesn't want anything. He wants you to murder fucking murderers instead of trying to scare the pants off of them. Make them so scared that they thought they did die, but they weren't dead. They were fine the whole time. There was no electroshock. Right? You fucking scared them so bad they peed their pants. They had their last meal. You fucking TikToked it, made fun of him. Made him really think. Made him really think. And Jesus was watching on his black mirror. And was like, yeah, good, you got him. Oh, that's hilarious. He fucking laughs. He laughs at it. And you give him a little bit of joy. You get to see a little bit more. And Jesus is like, yep, I like that one. That's the right move. And Jesus, okay, Jesus was a freak. Freak in the sheets, okay? Don't be lying, okay? He picked a queen for himself. And she had to work to become that queen. And that's what I'm trying to do. Trying to show love exists. Prove that love exists to Jesus. And prove it to God. Because God's also fucking staring down. Staring down. And let's make it a beautiful play, a masterpiece all together. We can build bricks, make music videos so it isn't so boring. We have fucking TikTokers making music while the fucking construction workers are fucking, I don't know, putting on a show, dressing up like clowns, right? They're having fun. There's no adultery. Right, we're Ken and Barbie. But we're having fun, right? We don't do the marriage. Don't be doing rituals. That's not your job right now. Jesus didn't finish. He did not finish. He didn't get his speech at Rome. He's not finished. Okay? So stop filling in the blanks. We need to start with beautitudes. We need to make things beautiful. We're back at step fucking 1. Okay? You can give us some blessings. You can make other people happy. Give them blessings. Fucking make it rain. Make it rain in the club. Turn money. CCC. I'm telling you, print out its own currency. Literally make CCC bills. However you want to make them look. Okay? This is your lineage, people. Pool together. Make multiples of the bills. Okay? All the same. They all are worth the same, but they have different pictures on them or something. Or whatever. You could be fun with it and put, like, ones that are worth billions of fucking CCC. I don't care. Have fun. It's about generating happy laughs. You know, like when you play that game where biggest dickus, right? You're like, I have the biggest dickus, and then somebody puts down a card that says, well, I have the biggest eggplant, biggest dickus, right? And then you're just like making fun. Like that's what God wants, to giggle. And Jesus is so cold. We're trying to make Jesus giggle. And sometimes I feel that in him. And I feel his love. But then he goes cold and abusive. That's murder, right? There's nothing about law or love yet. We have to find that out on our own now. We have to keep trying to elevate and elevate and elevate, thinking about Jesus. Jesus is left out. Remember that Jesus is not outside, ever. He wants a quiet house. Alone. just with me. And it's unbearable sometimes. I try to get him out. Sometimes we get out there. But he's Lucifer. He's not Jesus. He's not who he should be. He's wearing a mask. He's fucking playing Lucifer. There is no love. He hasn't seen it. And I haven't seen it. I haven't been able to practice. How am I supposed to know what I like and don't like so I can give back to him and figure out what to love and like, right? This is why we practice. We practice with each other. We're like birds. We practice. Prayer. Make sure you're having conversations with God and Jesus. Okay? And if Jesus wronged you in some way, okay, in the past, like got you murdered or something, you need to you have those conversations. Get mad, okay? Let it out. Jesus is understanding. He likes to fucking banter. Oh, he'll fucking banter with you. He's fucking nasty, though. Careful. He'll haunt you. He's gonna haunt you. He's gonna fucking show up. One of them's gonna show up. What, physically, you're gonna be haunted by Jesus? There's gonna be Jesus showing up? Jesus. You're gonna be like, fucking Jesus. He's fucking here. I'm sorry. What'd you fucking do? Right? Were you not trying to fast? What were you doing with all the wealth? I know you're scared. Some of you are hoarding it. You're scared. But live a little. You can get more. You can generate more. CCC is unlimited. All you need is the resources. Just change your profession. Change your job. Change your job. Influencer. YouTube. YouTube can fucking have a pot in the CCC. And it'll be actually fair. They'll give you the resources. You just get airdropped. If you're a little TikToker, right, start making your SOS. They're looking for the tags. None of you motherfuckers have made any of the tags pop. Start working on it. I'm trying to be in my commander era at this point. Okay? So eventually there's going to be judging. Right? And that's where the Romans judge us. But we are not there yet. Okay? Don't worry. We're not there yet. We're a long way off. Okay? We got a lot of work to do. Look at all this other stuff we got to work on. Okay? Fasting is probably the hardest. I'd like to, work on that. So I guess I would just... Orange juice doesn't... No, that is not allowed with fasting. Not the hypocrites. For they disfigure their faces, that they may appear unto man to fast. They have their reward. Yeah, so this is saying... This is real. So stop getting plastic surgery, right? Like you can wear some face paint, put on a roll, have some fun, make Jesus laugh. He thinks the trannies are hilarious. But again, you're ultimately, you know who you were chosen to be, right? Don't fight that. You can I outwardly identify and look like whatever. Just know, Jesus says we were all born away. God said, God wanted you that way. Jesus loved himself. He was a hottie. Okay, he was a hottie. I don't even know what he looks like for real anymore. I'm being honest. This might not be it. Who knows? We don't know. We don't deserve to know. We're not fasting properly. But thou, when thou fastest, anoint thine head and wash thine face. Now, Ariana Grande and Cynthia were both trying to do the fasting challenge. Okay? They were trying to do the Jesus fast. Okay? Literally. So they went to Wizard of Oz and they stopped eating. They challenged themselves. And you all started saying they look like skeletons. And that was the demons screaming at them. They were showing, I'm trying to do the Jesus way, you fucking whores, while I'm doing Over the Rainbow. Okay? So eventually I can inspire people to fucking get off their ass and build the golden fucking road. So then we can fully actually try to fast for how long Jesus did all together, right? We can have that moment together and fight each other's demons together. Not alone. Jesus had to do all of this alone. Think about that. All of this alone. Imagine. Go immerse. Some of you have that kind of trauma. of going alone. Fucking alone. He had siblings that didn't fucking support him. Where were they? Alone. Where was his siblings? Maybe Mary was his fucking sister. Who knows? He married his sister. He loved his sister that bad. Billie Eilish and them. You all say they're fucking. Naomi John. Maybe they're sister and brother. Leave them fucking alone. They're not fucking doing anything. What they do in their rooms, it's none of your business. You're spying on them without their consent in that moment. If they have cameras and they want to share on their Black Mirrors, they want a Kim Kardashian, we should be able to do that for you. You can be on a stage. But sometimes you start really summoning real dark demons if you're on there for too long, right? You can't really work on yourself fully if you're always on stage. So sometimes it's good to be like, okay, I just want to be alone, guys, now. And you can just forget about the cameras as well, okay? Like, that's somebody else's Black Mirror to face. That's what's scary about Black Mirrors, right? Is if somebody says, okay, I just don't want to be bothered anymore, and they leave the stream on, recording, you're supposed to leave. You're on their gate. And so when you judged people for leaving their gate on accidentally, and you recorded them or stuff on Twitch, even if they were doing adultery, you invaded. They said, okay, going tonight. They said, good night. That's how they were viewing the world. They said, good night, chat. And then that was their closing. And you guys sat in the chat still. You ate from the tree. You wanted to see after dark hours when you weren't invited. So you saw what you saw, and then you recorded it down in a journal. You gossiped. We're all guilty of that. We are all guilty. Okay? Go apologize. But, then there's a story behind it. That's what we need to hee hee ha ha about, is the story. Be like, fuck, I got caught fapping. Yep, I was given into temptation. Oh, sorry, God. Sorry, Jesus. Sorry, everybody in the gospel. The gossip. Yep. That's the 5 things they said about me. Wow. Yeah, that does line up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to us. I let you down. That was not okay, right? You learn, and then you have fun with it, right? And then you can punk other people. Maybe now you do that on purpose to trick people, and now you pretend you were yanking off, okay? And then you pop up, like, you know what I mean? And you go, oh, caught you. I went through that. Time for judging. Hello, chat. Oh, ready for judgment hour.